What's up guys, and welcome to another transfer video on the channel. And today on the news we're gonna talk about the best Portuguese player of all time in my opinion, Cristiano Ronaldo. PSG are trying to sign him this summer to form a deadly front three with Mbappe and Neymar. Juventus might be willing to listen to offers for the Portuguese star if a specific fee is reached. To see how much that is, check the video. Also on the news we have Alex Telles. He finally has a destination and he finally agreed to a deal with a French club. And finally on the news, James Rodriguez, even if Premier League teams wants to sign him, he prefers to stay in Madrid and he prefers to move to Athletic Madrid instead. So check all of these news and much more next in the video guys. Don't forget to leave a like. Let's try to hit 500 likes in this video guys. I know you can do it, so smash that like button, enjoy the video guys, and let's go. Okay guys, let's start this. Nice are set to complete a deal for Athletic Paranaense centre back Robson Bambu, according to the Equipe. After extending goalkeeper Walter Benitez's contract on Monday, the Liga club have moved to bring in the Brazilian defender, who is set to join on June 15 for a fee of 8 million euros. Tottenham are preparing an offer to lure winger Ryan Fraser from Bournemouth, according to Football Insider. The Scotland international is out of contract in the summer and has shown reluctance to agree to fresh terms, alerting a host of sides willing to sign him on a free transfer. Spurs have now moved to the front of the queue to sign the 26-year-old, who has reportedly told friends he is keen to join the club if they make a move for him. There has been a big step forward in negotiations between Manchester United and Shanghai Shenhua regarding a possible extension of Odio Ighalo's loan deal. The original terms of the Nigerian striker's United contract are due to expire this weekend, but it is understood talks have progressed in the last few days and there is hope that an agreement can be reached before the weekend. Paris Saint-Germain have agreed to sign fullback Alex Telles from Porto, according to a Portuguese newspaper. The French champions are believed to have paid around 25 million euros for the Brazil international. Chelsea had previously been linked with a move for the former Grêmio and Galatasaray player. Barcelona have no intention of selling Ansu Fati amid reports Juventus wanted to include the youngster in any deal for Pjanic, according to Sport. The Bianconeri had hoped to sign the 17-year-old in a part exchange deal for Pjanic, but have been told he will not be sold in any circumstances. The Italian side may now turn their attention to Arthur Melo, though the Brazilian is believed to be reluctant to leave Barca this summer. The Serie A champions are keen on the Lyon midfielder but have to watch their finances as they seek a deal. The financial impact of the coronavirus pandemic will have a major impact on the football transfer market, and this will reportedly affect Juventus as they seek a deal for Lyon midfielder Aouar. Corriere dello Sport report that the Serie A champions are keen to take Aouar on a 2-year loan deal in order to spread out their financial obligations for a player valued at least at 50 million euros. Lyon face losing many of their best players after they missed out on European qualification for the first time since 1997, following the end of Ligue 1 due to the COVID-19. Ajax are close to signing 17-year-old winger Munk Dahl from Silkeborg, according to De Telegraaf. The teenager was scouted by Jon Steen Holsen, who also brought fellow Dennis Christian Eriksen, Victor Fischer and Kasper Dolberg to Amsterdam. Dahl spent a short time on trial at Ajax in December last year, scoring a hat-trick in a friendly match for the under-16 side. AC Milan are keen to sign a striker this summer, with Real Madrid's Luka Jovic and Napoli's Milic under consideration, according to Gazzetta dello Sport. Jovic has been linked with a move away from Real after managing just 2 goals since move from Eintracht Frankfurt last summer, though his reported 50 million euros asking price may put off the Rossoneri. Poland forward Milic, who is about to enter the final 12 months of his contract at Napoli, is seen as the best alternative, though Chairman Aurelio De Laurentiis' reputation for being a tough negotiator means he is unlikely to be allowed to leave on the cheap. Barcelona are willing to sell Ousmane Dembélé if they receive an acceptable offer for him this summer, reports Mundo Deportivo. The French forward has struggled to replicate his best form in a Barca shirt since signing from Borussia Dortmund for an initial 105 million euros 3 years ago. As a result, the Catalan Giants are ready to move the 23-year-old on, with an offer in the region of 50 million euros, enough to persuade them to do a deal. Thiago Silva could stay at Paris Saint-Germain beyond this summer, with the French champions preparing a new contract offer according to Calcio Mercato. The Brazilian defender is a free agent at the end of the next month and has been heavily linked with a return to AC Milan. However, PSG would like to keep the 35-year-old and hope to persuade him to stay with an offer of a new deal. Rangers remain undecided over whether to sign Florian Kamberi on a permanent deal, reports the Daily Record. The Scottish Giants are waiting on a clarification over the rest of the Europa League campaign from UEFA before committing to a transfer, although Genk confirmed on Tuesday that an agreement had been struck over fellow loanee Agi. Casemiro has signed a new Real Madrid deal to extend his link with the club until 2023, reports Marca. Negotiations were concluded months ago but not announced publicly, in line with the Merengues' new policy on contracts. Newcastle United have made Liverpool Shaqiri a major summer transfer target, claims the Daily Mail. The Magpies hope the Switzerland international's need for regular first-team football will aid negotiations over a move, with Shaqiri only appearing on a sporadic basis so far in 2019-2020 season. Napoli are lining up an approach for Jeremy Boga, reports Gazzetta dello Sport. The Sassuolo winger is seen as the natural heir to Jose Callejon, who will leave the Italians at the end of his contract on June 30. Juventus have admitted defeat in their efforts to re-sign Paul Pogba, according to Corriere dello Sport. The midfielder has long been linked to a move back to Turin from Manchester United, but the financial effects of the coronavirus pandemic mean that the old lady no longer sees a deal as possible. James Rodriguez is ready to ignore the advances of Newcastle in favor of a move to Real Madrid's city rivals Athletic Madrid, reports Mundo Deportivo. The Colombian would prefer to stay in the capital, although it is uncertain whether the Colchoneros can meet Madrid's transfer valuation. Chelsea are in advanced talks with Serie A side Sassuolo, which will see them earn an undisclosed one-off fee and exchange their buyback clause to a first option on the future sale of ex-Youth Academy star Jeremy Boga. The Blues are not expected to take up that option, however, with the Ivory in demand at some of the Serie A's top clubs. Discussion on video conference calls between the two clubs had initially mentioned the 50% sell-on clause for Pogba, who is attracting attention from the likes of Napoli and Rome, but Chelsea will not settle for the one-off fee instead. Sky Sports are reporting that David Luiz is set to leave Arsenal in the summer, with the Brazilian's contract due to end and no talks over a renewal have been planned. The former Chelsea defender, who joined the Gunners in 2019 but reportedly only on a one-year contract, is keen to stay with the Gunners and has apparently told friends he wants to remain in London. Amid the coronavirus pandemic, clubs and players have until June 23 to agree to a contract extension, with those whose deals they are expiring able to play on beyond June 30 with short-term renewals. Manchester United are hoping to include Alexis Sanchez as a make-weight in a deal for Jadon Sancho, Mundo Deportivo reports. The Borussia Dortmund star has been linked with a move to Old Trafford, but United may not be able to afford his 9-figure transfer fee. The club could offer the Chilean, currently on loan at Inter, in any deal for the England star. Paris Saint-Germain are eyeing Cristiano Ronaldo to create a deadly trio with Neymar and Mbappé, according to reports. According to the same Portuguese newspaper, Juventus would only start talks with PSG if the offer starts at least at the 60 million euros mark. Artur Melo is hoping to remain at Barcelona amid interest from Juventus, according to ESPN. Barca have included the Brazilian in their offer for Juve midfielder Pjanic, but he does not have any desire to leave Camp Nou. The 23-year-old arrived at Barca from Grêmio in 2018. AC Milan and West Ham United are both ready to move for Chelsea midfielder Bakayoko, reports Luton Sport. Bakayoko spent the 2019-2020 season on loan at Monaco, but the 25-year-old's former club did not have the funds available to make a permanent bid. That has led to interest from the Hammers and the Rossoneri, with Bakayoko's deal at Stamford Bridge running through 2022. Inter are eyeing a move for Leipzig star Timo Werner as a possible replacement for Lautaro Martinez, according to Corriere dello Sport. Martinez has been heavily linked with a move to Barcelona, and should he depart, Inter would require a new partner up front for Romelu Lukaku. That player could be Werner, who has already scored 30 goals in all competitions for Leipzig this season. Brody Patterson has signed a new 3-year deal at Celtic, the club announced. The 19-year-old left winger has been a key figure for the club's reserve team this season. Patterson will now remain with Celtic through 2023 as he awaits his first team debut. The Reds are unwilling to meet the striker's exit clause. Liverpool are set to pull out of the race for Leipzig star Timo Werner, according to the Mirror. The Reds are unwilling to meet the striker's 55 million euros exit clause, with Leipzig holding out for at least that amount in any sale. With most teams unlikely to be spending big amid the coronavirus pandemic, Timo Werner could be set for another season with Leipzig. Rangers have finally completed the signing of Hagi from Genk. The midfielder, son of George Hagi, has made the permanent move following 6-month loan spell from Genk. And finally, to end the video guys, Rumours has returned to Manchester City after a difficult loan spell with Nottingham Forest, reports The Athletic. The goalkeeper made just 5 appearances for the championship side and has now returned to Man City after the decision was made to not continue his loan. Muric has made 5 appearances for Manchester City, all in the Carabao Cup. We reached the end of the video guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, that's really important. Let's try to hit 500 likes like I said in the beginning, so smash that like button. Leave a comment down below, that's always important as well, about the transfer rumors and confirmations, about whatever you want. Subscribe if you're new, stay safe, I'm Default and I'll see you guys in the next video.